Hi guys, Christian here from MCI Trading Academy. Just wanted to share some trading ideas that I'm currently seeing on indices on the charts today that could potentially lead to some very profitable trading opportunities if they are to work out. So let's get into it. Kind of looking at US30, okay, and we are currently seeing that we are very oversold from a perspective of market structure. So we've just made a new lower low, okay? And in terms of the weekly view, we are just sitting on the 200 weekly EMA, okay? That could provide some support for the short-term bounce. Now, I wanted to take your I want to take you back to what happened in May of this year when we had the big relief rally in on the indices. So on there, okay, as you can clearly see, we've made a low, we made a lower high, then we've made a lower low. Now, what is currently happening on the charts is pretty much the same thing. We've just made a low, a lower high, and then a lower low, which sets up to what happened in May just before the big relief rally that we had. Now, let's try to analyze and see what happened in May and whether there's any similarities to what's happening today. So if we are to look on uh, the 1 day, okay, so let's zoom in and see what can we actually see. So from an 8-hour perspective, okay, we were seeing some divergences where we made a lower low, lower high, lower low, and then the indicator made um, lower low and then a higher low. So we're clearly seeing some divergences at that point, okay, that was telling us that we are potentially due for some sort of reversal. Okay, so that was the first um, clue that we got. Then what we did see at that point is that if we zoomed into a smaller time frame, okay, into a 1 hour time frame, we saw that we had an inverse head and shoulders, okay, that was just about to play out. So I said to you guys at that point, I said, we are potentially due for a pullback based on everything that we're seeing on the chart, starting with a higher time frame to the lower time frame, the divergences that we see on the 8-hour time frame, the inverse head and shoulders that we see on the 1 hour time frame, and we said that if this was to work out, they will potentially take our profits around somewhere around here. Okay, and I also said to you guys that I want you to enter a trade only once we get past this 50 EMA on the 2 hour time frame. And well, this is pretty much what happened. So if we are to fast forward this, we broke the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders, and then we started rallying up. Now let's play this out and see what happened. Okay, and pretty much hit our take profit within 3 days. So that was a very, very profitable trade for us, and we actually end up going a lot higher than that. Okay, right about here. So we went it up higher. Now, if we are to see what is happening today, okay, in terms of what do we see on the charts, well, we see that we are right at the 200, okay, weekly moving average, which could provide some sort of short-term support, okay, some support for the markets. If we go over to the 8-hour time frame, okay, we are pretty much seeing exactly the same divergences, okay, lower low, lower low, lower low, higher low, okay, so we are seeing those divergences building up. The 8-hour time frame, if we go over to a 2-hour time frame, okay, or actually 4-hour time frame, or even a I can actually go on the 1 hour time frame. You can clearly see the same thing. We are seeing an inverse head and shoulders that is just about to break. Okay, and if we go over to a 4 hour time frame, okay, we are clearly seeing, okay, a lot of resistance from this 50 EMA. So if we were to break, and this is just a thought, if we were to break this 50 EMA, I would be looking to enter a trade here, okay, with a take profit right around here, right around here. Now we have an IC, okay, sitting here and one sitting here, okay, so that could potentially act as some good take profit zones and add some turnaround stories where we look to sell into and make the lower low on a higher time frame. Now, if let's just do one thing. Let's just measure the distance between the low and the high of the previous move, and it was about 9.16%. Now, if we are to do exactly the same, okay, let's just pretend that we have the same sort of move. It will take us to around here, which is a perfect zone in terms of it's a perfect area in terms of an IC. Okay, so it's taking us right to this IC, right to this order block that we can potentially see some consolidation and have a big sell position all the way down to the previous low. Okay, so this is just something that I'm looking at, guys. Okay, I thought it's quite interesting. One other thing to note, actually, when have we started to see there's this big green candle here? When have we started to see this break here that set us up for the big rally? On the 23rd of May. What are we in today? 23rd of June. I thought it's something quite interesting there. Okay, so maybe sets us up for a big uh, relief rally. Okay, that will take us probably around here where we can get ready to place a sell position and target at least the previous lower low, if not a new lower low here. Yeah, overall, guys, just remember we are still in a downtrend. Okay, we are bearish, we are in a downtrend. There's nothing to tell us that we are breaking off to new highs. Okay, so overall, we're in a downtrend. However, short term, we can potentially be bullish going in to the end of the month and beginning of July, where we can set us up for a big sell opportunity, which we'll discuss in the following weeks as we see price um, develop. Thank you very much, guys, and remember, follow us on Instagram for more supporting videos, supporting setups. Thank you very much. Have a good day.